Okay, so I've done plenty of videos talking about what these are, and now it's time to talk about what it's like to actually drive the Frankenstein Mustang. What's it like daily driving this in the winter? I daily drive them around my home state of Minnesota, which, as you can, please don't fall over. Speaking of Minnesota, we have super windy days and you know, very harsh winters. So, this video could be an hour long. Though on this one, this is the last one they made. I've already kind of talked about that. This one's very top heavy, so the hood is metal, and I barely can lift it on my own, whereas on the other one, it's fiberglass, comes up with the pinky. It's definitely not the smoothest ride, speaking of Minnesota. Our roads are really not meant for long trucks and long cars, and you feel pretty much every pothole you hit. You know, I have enough experience driving around the country to say that we have some of the worst roads, the worst highways. So these things get put through it, and these bodies are all fiberglass, so they're not the quietest thing. They don't have the best suspension on them either. Another thing with these cars is the attention. You guys have probably seen I post countless videos of me being interrupted while I eat, do anything at a gas station. You have to, there's some days where it's super easy to talk to people, and there's other days you just want to get stuff done, point A to point B, you know, time crunch, and you just want to go through stuff. Not really an option in these cars. Get stopped everywhere by non-car enthusiasts, car enthusiasts, followers, and people that have seen the videos. And I mean, look at it, it's only a face a mother could love. Speaking on that, there's another two components working for us here. We have the Mustang part of it, and then we have the custom part of it, the Zimmer part of it. So the Mustang part, the interior, I love it. Super comfy seats, road trip worthy, got Bluetooth, got safety features and airbags. Not that I would probably ever need it if I rear-ended someone, because all that front space up there. And then you got the Coyote V8 under it. Have had no issues with the engine, the electronics, the mechanicals, stuff like that. So 415 horsepower under a mostly fiberglass body. Fast enough, yeah. Biggest question I get is, oh, there's a freaking spider. Biggest question I get is about U-turns and parking. Parking, you just gotta find a long enough parking space or park a little farther away from people and take up 1.25 spots. And then U-turns, there's definitely some U-turns that are impossible, but for the most part, just give it some gas, pull up the parking brake, and crank the wheel. So I went to the gym and did a little outfit change and did a car swap. Didn't want to change again because I'm about to hit the boat with some friends. Beautiful October fall day in Minnesota. And I got Chipotle rice on my pants. Might be wondering what's the difference between these two, other than that this is a hardtop. Not much, other than that the front is very, very light in comparison. So this one kind of bottoms out in the back on those roads I was talking about. And the reason I don't have a practical car is because A, it's boring, and B, if I got something, I've been looking at like the Cadillac, like Black Wings, or like the CTVs, and I just know if I had one of those, I would drive it every single day. So let's talk about that winter aspect, right? This is the winter daily. This thing handles phenomenally in the winter. Got all season tires on it. Handles phenomenally in the winter. Despite its low weight and being rear wheel drive, the thing drives like a tank. I've driven it in snowstorms. I had no problem with that. It's just other drivers you have to be careful about, so I try to avoid driving in a snowstorm if I can. It's time for a close-up. Smoothly. I mean, you can see signs of daily driving in there. Got the small back seats, nice for throwing luggage and stuff in the back. But yeah, there's a lake back there. That's where I'm gonna be at. Do a quick little walk around, why not? Try and get it steady. Not a good angle back here, that's for sure. Got the lovely hood ornament, functional horns. And about 35% tint, 30 to 35% tint on each car.